Hey everyone, and welcome to Shuriken Skills number 63 here in the Work Smarter Not Harder dojo with me, Tony Harmer, aka the Design Ninja. And this Shuriken skill is to learn how to create and load a color LUT or lookup table in Photoshop. So I've got this image open here and I have a background. That bit is really important because the lookup table is based on a set of reference colors, and they have to be a flat background layer. So if you're seeing layer 0 or anything other than background and the padlock, then right click on what you've got there and choose flatten image. Then you can add some global adjustments. And by global, I mean that you're not painting them in using a mask. You just go to adjustments like so. So let's add a few here. Maybe I'll add a curves adjustment like so. So let's make this a bit more contrasty. Do a typical S-type curve. So just bring up the highlights like so. And then I'll go to my adjustments and I think I'll do a hue saturation layer here and steer those over a bit more like so. Nice and warm. That looks really lovely. I'll just desaturate that slightly and let's add one more on top of here. I think what we'll do just for giggles is modify the exposure. So I'll drop that down like so and just offset that just a shade there. Not that it's changing it that much, but there you go. So let me just see what we've got. So if we go right the way back to the beginning and then steer all of those on like so, there is our adjustment. So to create a lookup table, you simply go to the File menu, come down to Export and then choose Color Lookup Tables and you'll get the following dialog. Now give it a name, that's really handy to have. I'll just call this Mountains like so, or Mountain. You can add a copyright message in there, so if you write your name or your company, for example, it gets appended. And then you can choose how it's going to be exported. Now, because I only intend to use this in a few applications, because you can use the color lookup tables inside of Premiere and After Effects, but I'm just going to use 3DL just there. And I've changed the number of grid points to high, to 64, although you can get that however you want it to be. When I hit OK, it will ask me to save that. So if I just call that Mountain, like so, LUT, then it's done. So I'm going to get rid of these layers here, or at least turn them off, and I'll add a new adjustment, and I'll go to Color Lookup, and then I'll load a 3D LUT, and I'll just go to where that's at, and just bring that in like so, and you can see how it changes all of those colors in one go. And the great thing, of course, is I can apply that to other images. Just go across to a Color Lookup, load it, like so, bring that in, and I can always tune as well the values there. So if I need to do it, all I do is tune the values by changing the opacity of the layer. And there you go, that's it. That's how you can create and load a color LUT in Photoshop, and it's your Shuriken skill to practice this time. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and feedback to me either here or via Facebook or Twitter. But for now, we're done, and I'll see you next time for another Shuriken Skills episode. See ya.